Hello, everyone, and welcome to World of Darkness news show, in which we cover the weekly news from World of Darkness, partners, products, and things happening in general around the fandom. Hadi is going to join me later for the Vamily Spotlight, in which we're going to cover what the Vamily is up to this week and the last week, but we are also going to have a lot of the updates from the products, starting from the expansion to one of the choice of games. Disclaimer before we begin that next week we are not going to host What News, as we are attending the night in question LARP in Bastrop, Texas, and we can't wait for that. So without further ado, let's jump into the news. Parliament of Knives announces what stares back, the expansion to the game, which is going to release on September 22nd. And this one introduces Clan Malkavian and Lasombra in the very huge expansion of over 160,000 words. This is going to be a brand new expansion and a huge one, and majorly because a lot of the dialogues are going to be rewritten, for example, for the Malkavian clan to specifically fit the clan. But let me dwell a little bit deeper on what this particular expansion is waiting for you. Starting from mastering the Stygian Abyss with new options and abilities. Well, definitely Oblivion is going to be featured in there. Discovering the secrets of Primogen Ophelia and the powerful magister diplomat Miklis Basaras. Exploring a new relationship with Luca, your mistress' estranged child, and feeding the unbridled passion for bloodlust of the Banu Hakim Anarch, Sevik. I smell some romance coming. I'm just saying, from the description I got from Choice of Games, there's a lot of romance vibes in here, but let's see. The Clan Malkavian hallucinatory accomplice, that's going to be the theme for the Malkavian introduction in the game, and let's see what it's going to be about. It has been said that the Malkavian is never truly alone. Their visions and prophecy are a constant companion. But in your case, the concept of solitude has lost all meaning. An accomplice stalks your footsteps, often out of sight but never far away. It clothes your mind with fractured perception and insight, but not always in equal parts. As a vampire clan Malkavian in this expansion, you're going to have an eternal companion. None but you can see it or hear its words of wisdom and delusion. The unseen companion is yours to interpret as you see fit. Name, gender, appearance, and demeanor is all up to you as you will play. Others, too, are afflicted by Malkav's gifts. Your sire, Eldon Corlys, and her child, Luca, are each changed in unique ways, with new twists waiting to be discovered. This shapes up to be super interesting and is majorly the reason for the huge new word count of this expansion. You can experience a vast new story through the lens of a Malkavian. And then we have, of course, Clan Lasombra, the Keepers of Shadows. Clan Lasombra has ruled from the shadows for centuries, as we all know. Leaders among the savage packs of Sabbath vampires at constant odds with the Camarilla and their Masquerade. Until recent nights, that is. The Lasombra have chosen to meet the constant threat of the Second Inquisition by joining with the Camarilla, as we know from Chicago by Night book. But old grudges are not easily forgiven. You will be able to control the otherworldly forces of Oblivion as a vampire of Clan Lasombra, and you will be able to hide in plain sight or emerge from the shadows. Many in the council believe that you and your sire belong to Clan Ventru, a necessary deception. But now that the Lasombra are integrated with the Camarilla, is it time to reveal yourself or keep the masquerade within the masquerade of pretending to be Ventru? That's going to be super interesting. Either a Malkavian with a secret companion that lives in your head, or a Lasombra that pretends to be Ventru and decides, of course, in the vast amount of choices that you have in choice of games titles, whether you want to reveal yourself or not. Parliament of Knives is a very well-received choice of games interactive novel for Vampire the Masquerade, and we did have an interview with Jeffrey Dean for it back on the What News episode back, I believe, last year. So you can find it still on our YouTube channel if you want to hear more from the author. And I do hope we're going to hear more about this particular expansion as it shapes up to be super interesting. And yeah, well, let's go to more news. that's plenty about this one, and we're going to reveal more as we are approaching September 22nd, in which it's going to be released. New York by Night Season 2 was announced in my absence last week. You might have caught this news if you are on our Discord or if you follow us on social media, but if you haven't, the Season 2 is going to launch on September 30th, right before the Month of Darkness begins, as usual on Friday. The same time as the previous New York by Night season was launching, and as usual with the European premieres on Mondays. So this one is going to have a new cast, and you might be wondering what's that about. Well, we've said in the original announcement for New York by Night that this show is going to have a little bit of a different structure. The first season was covering the Anarch Coterie with its own cast. The second season is going to explore the adventures of Camarilla Coterie, and in the third season, the coteries will clash. How it's going to happen, what's going to happen once that happens, you will see when the season commences. As usual, Jason Call as a storyteller, and this time for the players, we have Cynthia Marie playing Lasombra vampire. We have Nora Ibrahim with Ventru, Michelle Nguyen Bradley playing Toriador, and Xander Generet playing Nosferatu. And you may remember Xander for playing X in LA by Night and doing a wonderful impression of a Malkavian. This time playing a Nosferatu. And as you probably have seen already in this really cool promo photos, the makeup and the general visuals for this character are just super on. Lovely next Nosferatu character to join the actual play show goodness for World of Darkness. So yeah, do visit us right before Month of Darkness for the launch of New York by Night Season 2. And yeah, we're going to stream this throughout the month of October, but that is not all. We're going to also have the official Hunter the Reckoning show launching this October called Hunter Garage. And this one is going to be storytold by yours truly, and it's going to be a new kind of a show. We're not going to go for the traditional talking head show nor the studio actual play show. You're going to see something new and different, and about that we're going to reveal more in the future. But things are shaping up very interestingly, and I really hope that you will tune in to see my storytelling debut, from which I'm extremely anxious about. But I really hope it's going to be good and up to your standards. In the meantime, let's go to next news. Bloodhunt is launching the double XP event. Actually, they have launched it already. So if you have your Bloodhunt installed, jump into the game up until the 12th. If you don't have Bloodhunt installed, what are you waiting for? This is the time for you to finish the season pass for the summer pass and get all the items that this summer pass has introduced. The items are in the theme of urban warfare, urban gangs, a little bit streets kind of a fashion style. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. You might see some of the outfits, in my opinion, inspired a bit by Mad Max as well. So there's a lot of really interesting stuff. Tons of beautiful outfits for Nosferatu, which makes me so happy because I felt like my dear Nossis didn't get sexy enough clothing beforehand, but now they do. And if you haven't finished the Bloodhunt season pass just yet, now is the chance with the double XP. You get items faster, so when you play the game, you are able to accumulate the items from this season, and that also means that new content is going to drop soon. What kind of content? We don't know yet, but we're waiting for Sharkmob to give you more updates about that. Do follow them on social media to get more news. And as we are on that, they actually attended Gamescom, and as we haven't been there, let's see what they were up to during that time. super cool to see a lot of people enjoying Bloodhunt from the general gaming sphere, not only Vampire the Masquerade sphere, and a lot of people joining Vamily through that place. And now about Vampire the Masquerade visual novels. If you haven't gotten them on Xbox just yet, do check out the latest sale, which put Shadows of New York 60% off and Countries of New York 80% off. If you have been postponing playing these two games, I know a lot of you have played them already. We get a lot of really cool comments about them. But if you, for any reason, were postponing that, I think it's a very good time, as if you caught up to New York by Night, or if you want to start watching New York by Night, you might see some of the hints and connections to the lore of this game. Of course, these games are canon just like New York by Night's actual play series. So there are going to be things and characters which might have appearances in the each. So I'm just going to put it out there. If you've seen the introduction to New York by Night, the episode 1, you probably know what I'm talking about. And yep, 60% off for Shadows, 80% off for Countries on Xbox right now. So grab it on the Super Saver sale. And Night in Question, which we've mentioned already briefly as the reason for the cancellation of next week's What News Show, is happening just next week, and the tickets are going off of the sale this Friday. So if you are planning to go to Texas, if you are in Texas, if you have means to go to Bastrop, Texas next week, the tickets are going to go off sale very soon. So if you still want to join us for some really cool celebration of blood and more blood and gore and more gore and more blood, then this is going to happen next week, and you have only this week to purchase the tickets. I am going to be there. I'm going to play human, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm joining as the poor little unknowing human that has no idea what is going to happen to me, and very bloody things are going to happen to me in the middle of the night. So I am preparing myself for that. Who knows, maybe I will be buried alive. Well, that's going to be an experience. So yeah, if you want to come and play with me, it's going to happen next week in Bastrop, and I cannot wait. More information about that on Jackalope LARP site, and you can check more stuff on social media as well. There's a really cool video trailer from 2018, as this is a recurring LARP event that happens every year. Tons of fans have pushed their reviews on YouTube and are giving you a little bit of a glimpses of the LARP on TikTok and other social media. So if you want to get more information, you can find plenty from either the official sources or the fans. And I cannot wait. I've heard a lot of great things about this LARP. We've had Matt here, the organizer, on What News talking about it, and it seemed to be super interesting. And also, it's going to be my very first Vampire the Masquerade LARP, so I cannot wait. The Sabbath goodness happening next week in Texas, and you have just a few days, just actually 24 hours, I believe, as the tickets are going off sale at 12 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So do purchase the tickets if you have time and means to go there. And in the meantime, let's jump into the last news of the day, or actually the preparation for the news. Month of Darkness is upon us, and as you remember, if you remember, last year I've asked this question on Twitter, and I'm going to ask it again on social media. I'm going to prepare you for the fact that I'm going to put it on socials. You may prepare your answers, think about them, and send them to me. But do you think there is anything that no one has ever asked us for that we could do for Month of Darkness? Something that no one else has probably asked us for. Last year we had a lot of very fun replies to this one, and we actually put some of these replies to reality and made them available during the Month of Darkness. So if there's something World of Darkness related, of course, that you would want to happen and you are sure no one else has asked about this one, do let us know. Month of Darkness is going to bring you a lot of goodness from plenty of sides of World of Darkness, from fun creations, TTRPGs, as well as gaming and other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be there for you every single day, releasing the calendar events and showing you what is hiding behind the every day. So yeah, please do. You can answer right here in the chat. We're going to check out the chat as well. You can answer in the comments down below if you are watching us on YouTube right now, but you can also answer on social media as we ask this question right after the stream. I cannot wait to bring you more good stuff this month of darkness. I know what a lot of people have been asking for, and we're trying to deliver as much as we can and working very hard on the general stuff that we are preparing for you still this year during month of darkness and beyond. And in the meantime, I do have Hadi on the line waiting for me to show me what the family was up to this week. And I am very much wondering what is that? Let's see. Hello, hello, Hadi. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Let me just show you to everyone here in the chat as I prepare the board on my screen. There we go. I think it should be fine. Da da
Oh, good.
da. Yes, everything is just great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I am doing pretty well, although it's kind of cold and it's autumn already, and I'm like, I want pumpkin stuff. I want like pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice latte, and I want just pumpkin things.
Yeah, pumpkin spice lattes just came to Germany today, and I already got one. So.
Oh, it's kind of late. Like all the like chain stores in the US apparently, and here too, they've introduced it already like late August.
Germany's always behind in everything. It's a
No,
fact.
Germany, why you like this? All right, let's start our wonderful board of things from the top left with
Yeah,
Port
top left is
Saga.
all you.
It's me, yes, of course. So, Port Saga, the audio saga for Vampire the Masquerade, is beginning season 2 on October, actually today, September 8th. So, just today, there is a launch of the new season. We've been following Port Saga for a while. It's a super high quality audio show and the audio drama set in Vampire the Masquerade world using Dark Pack as its licensing base basically. So it's a fun creation of a super nice show and a really nice story. Very high quality recordings. If you want to check it out, do check out Port Saga on Twitter and other social media. I'm definitely going to tune into this one. What about you, Hattie?
Yeah, the first season was really good. So many talented voice actors on it, and I'm super excited. I'm glad you brought this to my attention because somehow, so much news going on all the time, and different actual plays going on. I somehow totally missed this. So.
Yeah, first episode just launched today. There's Matt in here who
Mm-hmm.
actually told us that I thought that it's still going to be launched, but it's already launched, so it's already available if you want to check out the first episode of season 2. And if you haven't tuned into season 1, it's also fully available to listen to. This is something that I'm for sure going to just plug into my phone while I go walk my dog in
Yeah,
the like
that's
fall.
always my go-to as well.
Yeah, like fall evenings when it's already dark and you just go around. Like this is how I've been listening to Stitch of Fate, and it was just such an experience. The fallen leaves and darkness and my dog barking at shadows.
Hmm.
So
No,
yeah,
and it's really unique because it's a written podcast. It's not so that's a lot of work. So
yeah,
definitely give these guys some love.
yes. That's lovely. Port Saga with the season 2 that has launched today. And now let's go to A Peachy Boy.
Yeah. So this board, by the way, is sort of a combination of stuff from last week, stuff that was from when you were on vacation,
Yeah.
and new stuff. So it's sort of a mixed bag here, and a lot of Nosferatu art. I couldn't put it all up here. I think I just limited myself to one, and I'm going to put some on the Instagram. But there was a lot of Nosferatu art while you were gone, and a lot of really great LA by night, New York by night stuff while you were gone.
Madeleine Mulherassment. My
Hmm.
partner's PC in Vampire the Masquerade. She's an unlucky Nosferatu who's never known what it's like to feel beautiful, but is learning her own strengths in her own life. That's so cute.
Yeah, by a peachy boy. And look, I mean, I think she's beautiful.
I think she's beautiful. Like, what are you saying? Like, this is exactly like if I was a little bit taller, this would be my posture.
Yeah. It's sort of my that gremlin posture, sort of what I have going on now. I've just bought a new chair for that exact reason.
The only reason why I don't look like this is because I'm very short. If I was just a
Right, that's
little bit
right.
taller,
That's right.
I would look like this. That's so fun. All right, and we have Montague. Amontada
Yeah,
Geek. Amontada
a
Geek.
Montada Geek. They are a group in Brazil, and they have lots of really cool geeky stuff on their Instagram. A lot of vampire stuff, and a lot of them playing the Vampire the Masquerade card games, Rivals and the Eternal Struggle. And they have tournaments. And this is one of the tournaments that they had, and they're a group in Brazil, and they look like a bunch of really fun people
So cool.
just playing vampires and stuff. It's really cool.
I am still awaiting to learn fully how to play Eternal Struggle. We have a fan club of Eternal Struggle in Paradox in the office.
Hmm.
People who just, they don't actually role play Vampire that much as they play Eternal Struggle. Like they play tons of it. And they promised me that they will teach me some tricks. And I actually still need to like schedule that and have this happen because
I haven't
it's so
played
fun.
Eternal Struggle. I played Rivals. I
Mhm.
felt pretty good about my ability to play Rivals, but the Eternal Struggle I haven't really given a good
Yeah,
go yet.
I am a little bit, I was used to be intimidated by Eternal Struggle because of the vast amount of choices that you can
Yeah.
do with your first deck. But then they introduced the introductory V5 decks, which were just, pre-built box of decks. And that's basically for me, like finally, yeah, I can start playing this and I don't have to worry about setting up
Awesome.
my own deck. Yeah. All right, and then we have Layla Prince by Ahego Einstein. That's
Mhm.
a nickname. All right.
Thought you'd like that. The Bahari Baddie looking to start her own garden, and they're a
Wow,
caitiff.
that's so cute.
Mhm.
I love the art style. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I definitely love the inclusion of, the shadow. I guess that's what it's supposed to be, the shadow that's very, like, earthy, very reminds me of Bahari.
Yeah. Now the whole thing just screams Bahari, but also you wouldn't associate Bahari with color pink immediately, but this totally plays with me. Like
Mhm.
this is great. I love the outfits too. We love the cottagecore princess.
We do, we do. We love cottagecore vampires. Love to see more of them.
Yes, there's so many people that had an idea for Stardew Valley like vampire game. I'm like, if anyone wants to make it for Unbound, I'm the first that person
Absolutely.
who's going to accept this one. Like yes, just make it. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Nerdbirds.
Mhm. So Nerdbird has done a lot of hunter-related art
Yeah,
recently, which of course we featured before. But this is apparently something that they did a mock-up design of a chronicle that they're running, and I just think it's so cool. I mean, I've run tons of chronicles. I have never done art. Obviously, I can't do art, but I've never done something this intricate for a chronicle.
yeah, this is beautiful. I love how this this school is so otherworldly that
Hmm.
you're not even sure what kind of a creature it will represent. And this is what I really love about Hunter. Like I just love Hunter. I just gotta say this. Like Hunter is my love right now. I just
Hmm.
hug this book every single day. But what I love
I
about it
can't
is
imagine why.
I know, right? But honestly, what I love about it is how broad it goes when it comes to the what kind of monsters you can create for it. You don't have to
Hmm.
keep to whatever like frames Vampire the Masquerade puts you to, or what you imagine werewolf, changeling, or mage to be. You can really go very broad.
No, your imagination's really the limit with Hunter.
Yes, and like when I think about inspirations for a hunter, I don't necessarily think Vampire the Masquerade. I think like Stranger Things. I think Silent Hill. I think all of these like super cool horror shows or games I've played, and the like SCP. Like this is like literally
That's
you can do
interesting.
so much. Yeah.
I go SCP, but I think the first place I go is cryptids, is all the cryptid
Ah,
stories of, like, the Wendigos, and, like, Snallygasters in West Virginia, stuff like that.
oh, I would love to see more localized hunter campaigns which are based on the local cryptids, especially my fellow Slavs. We have so many cryptids
Do you really?
back
I
in
actually don't know about Slavic
yes, we have
cryptids.
oh my goodness, we have like the whole bestiary basically, which The Witcher, for example, was partially based on the actual
Oh, that's
Slavic
right.
creatures which were believed to haunt the houses. And there's just like so much awesome stuff. Like my brother-in-law actually wrote a Slavic bestiary based on these because
That
they're
is
just so
so
cool.
cool.
And I'm like, yeah, I love them, and I would love someone to explore that in Hunter.
Why have you never told me this before?
No, I mean we have to exchange stories about about the cryptids because I love to listen to creepypastas about American cryptids, and I can tell you about the Polish ones forever. It can be so
Amazing.
fun.
I can't wait. Let's get together. Let's
Yes, let's do
pencil
it.
that in.
Yeah, this is like my true crime sort of a like thing. You know how most people have some kind of a true crime passion. Mine is cryptids.
Love it. Love it.
Yes. And then we have Toreador Slander from Basics of the Game.
I thought you'd like this.
Okay, let's open this.
Hey, look, it's a Toreador player. Hey, everybody, look, a Toreador player. Yeah, that's what you wanted, right? Everybody to be looking at you? Hey, look.
That's a burn.
I
Wow.
definitely recommend you check out Basis of the Game on TikTok. They have slandered every single clan, including a storyteller, the storyteller, the position.
I'm going to watch that right now, like after the show. This sounds awesome. All right, and then we have Variant of Nick.
This is over from Tumblr. And I just thought this was there. I mean, there's always so much art on Tumblr, it's impossible to pick. But I thought this one was really cool and unique. It has the Hikata symbol in the background. It says Angie Thibodeau, a commission piece I did of a friend's Vampire the Masquerade character. She is a Samedi of Clan Hikata being run in a V5 game set in Louisiana. And I just thought it was such a cool, you know, art style. Obviously, I love the character. I love the box braids. Eat the rich in the background. Up,
Rich. Yeah.
up again. I die, cry, lie.
Yeah.
I think that says yeah. Love
I
it.
I love this. And the
hmm
pants are so good and the shoes are beautiful. Like I love the fashion game of this character. Look at this. I mean the jacket is also great, but so good.
Is that a jacket or a shirt? I can't tell. No, it is a jacket. You're
It's a
right.
leather jacket.
It is.
It's like high cut.
It's even better.
So good. Lovely. This is so.
Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous.
I love the amount of detail and I mean do commission variants of Nick because
Yeah,
the detail is amazing. You have a
absolutely.
really
The
cool
shadow
character.
is great as well. Love it.
Also, I love how this is yet again like another take on the Hikata character. When I think about Hikata characters, like stereotypically, you think about like flowy dresses or suits or kind of like more formal outfits, I guess. Like Hikata always kind of gave me this more formal vibe, and this is just
Huh.
like this is kind of like Bruja outfit stereotypically,
Yeah.
right? But it's so good. Like it's
Well, that's what's so cool about the Hikata, which there's so much more variety now because there's so many bloodlines within the clan. So you
yeah,
really can play any type of character that you want and
yeah.
be a clan of death, which I love.
And I love it. And now we go to Path of Bones.
Yep, this is for you. This is a LARP out of Warsaw.
They clan Tremere and all clan Nosferatu from Warsaw, and photo by Andrzej Pajin. That's so nice. Oh my
Look at
goodness.
those nails for
Nail.
Olo.
I know. I am very happy that Poland is, growing so big again when it comes to LARPing because it used to be super big on VTM LARPs back when I was a baby and I couldn't attend. And I was always so jealous of people doing the VTM LARPs and I
Yeah.
couldn't do that because I was like 14. But
I,
yeah,
oh, sorry. I swear that besides America, the most LARPs I see on Instagram come out of Poland.
really? Oh, that's
hmm
so cool. Yeah, Szczecin by Night was really big recently, with, like these wonderful photos that they shared. And I'm so happy that my fellow folks are doing so. And now we have Scary Vampire from Lucky Smiley Cosplay. Yeah.
No, you're not scary.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
How are you scary?
Big, scary, intimidating,
You're small,
ferocious,
cute, and adorable,
terrifying,
and not scary.
horrific,
You're not horrific.
stupid.
No, you're not.
So lovely.
Mhm.
It reminds me so much of one of the characters that I'm running the sessions for right now. I'm doing like a VTM sessions for noobs basically in the products office and just like training new people into VTM. And we have one character like this, the Tremere, that really wants to like thinks that becoming a vampire means that she'll be able to do just anything.
Sure.
So the extremely awkward kind of like a scientist character tried to seduce people supernaturally without having any abilities to do that. It was great. It was just so good.
And Lucky Smiley Cosplay we've featured many times on this channel. They're a cosplayer and LARPer from Sweden, so
Super cool.
great stuff.
I'm definitely going to. And now from Kairar.
hmm I thought you would enjoy this as well.
Stop moving. Stop stopping my fucking eye.
Lasombra problems, because
It is.
you
So
know,
yeah,
and for people who are not familiar with like all the Banes of the clans, because sometimes it's hard to remember them all, but people who are fond of the Lasombra definitely get this.
yes. So you cannot like you're. It's not like you do not see your reflection, but you're kind of flickery when you focus on yourself. So you're not definitely not able to do a proper makeup or anything. That's especially eyeliner. That's
Yeah,
off. I think
that's
that's
exactly
super
what I
off.
was thinking. Like you could probably smear some eyeshadow on there, do the blush, but
Yeah,
definitely the eyeliner would be difficult.
I mean, you know, you know how it is. Like if you were to do
As a
any sort of a
Lasombra, I do
makeup
know how it
without
is.
without the mirror, you would have like one eyebrow on the middle of your forehead,
hmm
half of your face just like with baked powder on it that is just like
hmm
falling off. So yeah, the La Sombra problems. But it's good to have ghouls or other La Sombra to help you out.
Yep. Or coterie mates who
Yes.
love you.
Oh, that would be so cute. Just bonding the coterie for the power of makeup.
hmm
And now from Thea, who is an amazing mood board maker. We've seen a lot of awesome mood boards from. Yeah, here we see Hansa.
I know. I was super excited when I saw they were doing this.
So we do have entrepreneurial, which I love how it shows a variety of sides from tinkering to recording to owning a business and
hmm
like I love the logos. Like we don't have logos for the creeds because they are not per se groups of people who like know about them. Or like, oh, you're another entrepreneurial hunter, right? It's just
hmm
basically a way of doing things. But it's really nice to get people's takes on these logos.
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job with all these.
Faithful looks great. I love the span of religions as well. It's really nice
hmm
to see. Faithful doesn't have to be any particular religion, just as a general mindset. Basically, if you believe in something strong enough, this might be we have underground with a kind of like a Molotov cocktail. That's so cool.
hmm
We have Marshall with two swords. So nice. And finally, Inquisitive with the eye and the book. I love these logos. I think they're super good.
Yeah, I thought they were great.
Which of the creeds, your creed of choice, Hadi?
Um, hmm, that's hard. I'd probably be inquisitive, if not entrepreneurial.
Yeah. I would definitely like if I became a hunter IRL, I would definitely be like entrepreneurial, but with like curiosity drive, you know?
Yeah,
But
that's probably more aligned with where I am.
yeah, so you can just like I like create ideas for a lot of ways of how to handle supernatural. Not exactly go hand to hand with them in a combat because I would fail horribly, but just like try to make up
Sorry.
some ideas. I know. Like imagine us actually fighting a werewolf. That would be so funny. Like, whoo, I'm here. Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
dead.
I don't want to imagine that, Martina. No, because that would be the end.
Just bye. Can I sign my obituary? Oh no, okay, bye. Yeah, that would be it. All right, and now we are going down to LA by night and New York by night.
hmm So, yep, lots. This is just the selection that I picked. Um, this first one is from Godfrey Draws Art. Morning warm up of Sarah from New York by Night, my go to work distraction. And I think this is just gorgeous. I mean, I couldn't. It's a pencil sketch, or I assume, right, or a pen sketch, and
Yeah.
it looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's a pencil or a pen. And some watercolors in the back of it,
hmm
and it looks super beautiful. Love the colors of the. I feel like I'm not sure, but these colors look inspired by the official photo sessions that were done for the promo pictures.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the very first thing I thought.
Super nice. We love it. Oh, look at this. Episode 6. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful.
Yep. So Petra Ivutra did I think one for almost all of them. Did a sort of art for every episode that was released, and this happens to be my favorite one, so I decided to feature it. When I Am Hungry, and I won't go into spoilers if people haven't seen it, but if you know, you know.
It's so well. And I
Hmm.
love the detail on it, and it's just so good, super good. All right, and then we have LA by Night fan art.
Hmm.
That's so cute.
Fox the Red, more LA by Night fan art. This time it's Spider Mom, so Nelly G.
Ellie G, her beautiful blue and red theme,
Hmm.
and she's so cute. She looks beautiful.
She looks beautiful and sad, just like Nelly G.
Just exactly how Nelly G is.
Yeah.
That.
Hmm.
Like all the moms, I guess, some way or
Oh, that's
another.
so poetic.
I know, beautiful and sad. And now Canopy Girl.
Mhm. And again, don't want to do any huge spoilers, but this is a New York by Night thingy from episode 3. I appreciate them not spoilering what it is,
Yeah.
but again, the girls who know.
I
I think it's the hashtag, right?
love this art style. Like low key love it. I would love to see a cartoon made in this art style for New
Hmm.
York by Night. Just like imagine like a short animation style. It'd be so
I love
nice.
that. Yeah, I
Ah,
love Isaac.
yeah. Isaac just looks so dead, and that's
Yep.
the point. And I love it. And the girls look so pretty. I love them. So nice.
Hmm.
Bosferatu. Just
This
gets
is
yeah.
for you to read, and also for the hashtags. I forgot to expand them and do all the hashtags.
No, okay, but if you want to read all the hashtags, I'm sure are worth it. Go to Bosferatu Tumblr.
Yeah.
We have Isaac and the hotter Isaac. So how about that finale, huh? New York by Night spoilers, LA by Night, VTM, Isaac Brook. He's hot and Fuego's confused. Those cheekbones. That's so good. Love it.
Hmm.
Beautiful. And finally, we have Never Trust an Oracle.
Over on Tumblr. So this is a quick cost test of Kat Costello from New York by Night, who was played by Shane Easton. And again, we won't go into spoilers, but this is a little cosplay that they are trying to get all the stuff they need for it, and they'll do a proper one once they have all the less cheap looking clothes. Which I don't think you should classify your cosplay stuff as cheap looking. I think it looks fantastic. I think it very much looks like Kat Costello.
I don't know what kind of a shops you buy stuff in, but this doesn't look cheap for
No,
me.
no. They're complaining about the wig, and I'm sorry. I think that's an excellent Cat Costello wig.
This is awesome. This is wonderful. And courses like this are super expensive. I know something about it
Oh,
'cause
this is Alvende. I forgot they have a different name on Tumblr, and they are in the chat.
Nice, super nice to see you. This is really nice, and I love I'm sure that you're gonna say it's work in progress or something, but I already
Yeah,
love it, and I can
it
already
looks amazing.
yeah, I can totally feel the vibe. Also love the school. It's
Yeah,
so nice.
that's Frankie the Skull.
It's Frankie. I love
Hmm.
Frankie. Lovely, lovely, really cool stuff. If you want to check out more cosplay and more VTM stuff, go to Never Trust an Oracle. Visit Alvender here in the chat, who it's on Tumblr, right? Tumblr.
This is on Tumblr. Yes, I'm not sure if Alvende has a different name on any other social media.
All right. We're going to go to the Storyteller's Vault and Unbound as the last section with the True Faith options from Vesper Brio.
Yes, as soon as I saw that Vesper uploaded a new Storyteller's Vault book, had to feature it. We featured other books they've done, if you remember, the Embrace backgrounds to sort of add to a character's background. I think they did also new Predator types. We both featured those, and this is adding True Faith options for vampires, which I think is super cool. Actually, I'm not sure if it's for vampires or if it's for Second Inquisition. Actually, I think it's for a Second Inquisition, not vampires. But I suppose you could use it for vampires if you wanted to.
I mean, you can technically, you really want. I am going to maybe commit a horrible crime right now by saying this, but you can do a vampire with True Faith.
I mean,
Just,
if you're a storyteller and you say, yeah, you can do it, you
yeah.
can do pretty much whatever you want.
I mean, I remember we've been saying that True Faith being mostly available to humans, as vampires in general kind of lose that touch even if they had true faith during their mortal lives. But reject the canon. Just go for it if you want to. It's fine.
If it's at
It's
your table,
completely
as
cool.
Jason Kroll says, if it's at your table and everybody's having fun, you're doing it right. So
Exactly. And Jason is right.
yes.
And I love. I'm just like reading them here in the background,
Mhm.
and the one that especially like speaks to me on the storyteller level is turning Vitae to ash wherever it is
Yes.
hidden.
Yes.
It's just so good. Like imagine that you were really trying to get Vitae of some kind of a vamp, or you have a blood leech. Like I used to play a blood leech. So I know how hard it is to get Vitae. So whenever you have a chance to actually get some Vitae from someone, you try to extract more for the
Yes.
future reasons, simply because it's so difficult to get it. So if I imagine that my vampire goes to his stash, opens the stash, and it's all ash, it would be so. I would love that. Yes.
Yeah, so I didn't include everything. There are 5 levels of the miracles, and then there are also prayers, which sort of act like ceremonies in Oblivion. Vesper did a lot of work in this, and I definitely recommend that you check it out and read everything that they have in their description because it is worth the read. It's very cool.
Also, amazing cover.
Always, they always have the amazing covers.
Yeah, I think it's the artist who also worked on V5 book. I'm not sure, but I recognize the art style from something I've seen.
Yeah, I believe their other ones are very similar to other stuff, so I think maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vesper, great job. I would love to read this one and use it at my table as well. And this was such a nice board. Hadi,
Mhm.
thank you so much for featuring all of the super cool creations.
No, thank you.
Right. I will not see you next week, but I will see you
I know.
in 2, hopefully for more What News Family Spotlight. In the meantime, we're gonna say goodbye to Hadi. Thank you so much, Hadi.
Bye.
Bye bye. And thanks so much for joining us. If you are watching us on YouTube, we'll see you in 2 weeks in another What News show. And if you're watching us on Twitch, do stay for FAQ section at the very end of the stream, during which I answer the live questions from people in the chat. And I'm here to just take are willing to join us live on Thursdays, 5 p.m. Central European Time. In the meantime, don't get lost in the night and see you later. Bye bye.